see you. It's been about a year and a half since I've seen you.
Yes, indeed.
And you are back in the West End playing Count Fosco in the new Andrew Lloyd Webber musical, which you went to see.
It is fantastic, and I was just saying today, it's lived with me since I went to see it on Monday. It's been with me for the past 4 or 5 days. I can't get it. It's just the scenes, the songs. It's just living with me. It's amazing.
Never stop talking about it.
I loved it.
For those who have not seen it, this is a picture of you on stage. We're going to show. This is. I mean, you look a little. Get a little.
Marvellous it is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, in that period, men were supposed to be very attractive at that size.
Really?
So I'm thinking of keeping it, yes.
How long does it take to get to look like that? I mean, to be in makeup must be quite a while.
We've got it down to an hour now, but it started out at 3 hours, as Phantom did many years ago, but we've now got it down to an hour.
And is it challenging just in itself to project through all the latex and the suit and just do it? Is it a challenge?
It is, because when we first started in rehearsals, you're playing this rather large man who has a sinister side, and he also has the humour of the piece, really. Yeah. And I refused to put the fat suit on during rehearsals because I thought, no, the company, we're sort of a pretty close-knit bunch, and I would get a lot of... I'd be heckled a great deal, I thought. So I thought it would distract. And I didn't put the fat suit on until we actually got into the theatre. And so the character developed once that was on, and I could look in a mirror and then be able to see how I would walk. So it's quite complex.
The irony is that you put into that suit to make you put on weight, and every night you lose weight because of it.
Yes.
How much would you lose in a performance, roughly?
About 3 pounds.
A night?
And then, well, the suit weighs 3 pounds more every time I come off the stage. We weighed it, and that's in the winter. In the summer, when we opened at the end of September, it was I was losing much more than that. But I think I'm putting it back on again.
Christmas will sort that out.
If you're on a wide screen, please look away.
Now, most people, they want to look their best on the stage. And Count Fosco, he's not Brad Pitt, although he is very charming.
Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked by this.
But what appealed to you about the part?
It's gone all sad now.
Oh, don't go
I thought he was quite good looking.
Oh, he's charming. He is charming.
No, it appealed to me because, I mean, I like acting. I love acting. Phantom, you know, you disappear beneath the makeup, but it was just such a joyous role to have offered you. Yeah. And this, when I read the book, it's the first mystery that was ever written by a friend of Charles Dickens. It's that long ago, Wilkie Collins. And it just has layer after layer. So the rest of the company, young company, and led by Maria Friedman, it's very, very, they're such great singers.
They're very talented
fine
people.
actors.
Can we talk some more about it after the break? We have to take a little break now. We must talk about Mr. Spencer, Mr. Frank Spencer. Michael Crawford, be back in a moment. We're chatting with Michael Crawford, and before the break we were talking about The Woman in White. And the show's had great reviews, wonderful reviews, and we've got another clip here. This will get a few more people going, I think. I can't believe this.
Can get away with anything as long as you don't bore. Steal a brimming bank account or steal a last encore. I've broken 9 or 10 commandments and skillfully escaped the blame. Yes, I can get away with anything because I have no shame.
She's better than that now.
Fantastic. Working with animals, though, I mean, has anything strange happened while you've been filmed, while you've been on stage?
Yes, every night. Because you can't actually have I keep either the two. I have Missy and Badger.
Right.
And at the moment, Badger's the favourite. And she eats like you wouldn't believe. But they're so friendly.
Do they bite?
No. No, not unless you don't pay them. I mean, they don't. But they're so friendly. And they'll respond to you as they get to know your voice. I mean, she wasn't responding at all there because she didn't like the way I was singing, but I got better. And now she runs across, and
yeah, it's great.
And then
it's
when she doesn't, I have to put her there because you just don't know what's going to happen. And the audience, I think, like that. That things go wrong every night.
Well, they do. That's
Mel,
what they
I'll
love
tell
us.
everybody, go and see that show.
Oh, yeah,
Let me take you back. You've been travelling all over the world with the concerts and everything else. You do a lot of long flights. And remember once you were telling me, and I was trying to think, I wanted to try and tell Mel, and I couldn't remember. You once told me about a story about when you were on a long flight and you needed to go for wee-wees, and no, can you remember? Can you remember? There was a lady...
Oh, yes, yes. I came back on a long haul, and in the middle of the night, it was Air India, and I was next to this Indian lady, and I was the seat wouldn't go back up again, and I was lucky enough to be in one of those seats, and this woman was fast asleep, and I had to climb out and get past her, and I got so far, and my leg went over her, and she woke up, and I'm astride her, and this woman in a sari going, oh my God, and then everyone else wakes up hearing this woman shouting, oh my God, and I couldn't lift my other leg to get off her. And then the cabin lights went on, and I had to be helped off her. Yes, I haven't flown Air India since then.
Now, whatever role you take on, you always go the extra mile. You learned to tap dance with Billy, you studied with the Russian circus for Barnum, and you took many singing lessons for Phantom of the Opera, but you ended up in hospital, didn't you, with that?
Because all those singing exercises, weren't they?
Yes, I got a
hernia
hiatal hernia from holding long notes. This is where I've got this big barrel chest now. It's just holding long notes, which, without it, I wouldn't have had my newfound career of singing. So it's got its advantages. But
I remember once you were telling me also,
painful.
You were at Effects, that big program, a big show in Vegas.
Yes.
And it all went wrong. All the scenery went wrong.
No,
in the middle of a song.
I come back as Houdini, the spirit of Houdini, and the wife who is alive is sitting on the stage, and I come down, and they rush me into this costume change, and I'm sitting on this saddle. It's an illusion. I'm supposed to be floating, but I'm really sitting on this black saddle, coming down. My trousers are dressed all round, and the girl hadn't done my trousers up properly, so as I come down, I'm strapped, so I can't reach anything, and my trousers start to come down. And they're down, by the time I reach halfway down the stage, she can hear people laughing, but she can't look round because she's in a trance.
She would be.
She would be, yes. I swear to you, I swear this was the line I had to sing. I said, don't be amazed, don't be surprised. I know with me you never could believe your eyes. And all that was sticking out was this large black saddle between my legs and on my right too. So I'm not in that show anymore either.
Now, whenever you can, you always do your stunts, no matter how dangerous they are. Why don't you use a stunt double? Most people do.
Well, there weren't many my size. When I did some others, there weren't many sort
What was the most dangerous one you did it in? Some mothers do have them, because Frank got into some unbelievable situations.
I suppose the roller skates coming down, and we did it in one take, coming down a spiral, which is just about to be demolished. It's in Edmonton, I think, and it's just about to be demolished. I came down this spiral outside a shopping, the sports centre, and grabbed on the back of a bus. We did that all in one take. Yeah,
incredible.
So that was good fun. But it's everything a boy wants to do. So I just sort of never grew up. I grew up on roller skates, so I loved it.
Frank Spencer, I guess he, now and again, you'd look in two different ways thinking it would come back to haunt you a bit, wouldn't he? I mean, he was probably the most impersonated voice ever.
Yes.
25 million people at one time. Just do me a little Frank Spencer.
No, I can't.
It did open a lot of doors, though. Frank opened a lot. Hollywood beckoned all of a sudden.
It was wonderful. I to think that 33 years later, it's still shown on BBC Two.
Absolutely, we all love it. It's just
I'm very
wonderful
proud
television. And you landed the part in Hello Dolly with Barbara Streisand, no less.
Yes.
From that.
Yes.
Was she easy to get along with?
Yes, I mean, had a great reputation before her, but she was wonderful and such a great experience. And then I think she enjoyed working with me so much. She said we must make a record together. And 22 years later, she called me up and said, yes, I can I can record with her. So I recorded Music of the Night.
At least she was true to her word.
On the show, very briefly, because we don't have a lot of time, you have done a lot of concerts, you sell millions of records. Are we going to get another Michael Crawford album?
Well, there's one out at the moment, which I've got. It's the best of, I think, which I didn't know I had the best of. But anyway, it's got lovely things like a duet with Patti LaBelle, the great Patti LaBelle. It's a beautiful song, and Somewhere in Time, the John Barry song that was in a beautiful film with Christopher Reeves and Jane Seymour.
That's one of my favourite movies.
Keep making the albums. Michael Crawford, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Michael. Wonderful.
Go and see The Woman in White. It's fantastic.
That's it for today. Join us tomorrow for our last show before Christmas.
We'll be joined by the stars of The Big Impression, Alison McGowan and Ronnie Ancona, and Aussie singing sensation Delta Goodrem. Don't miss it.
101 tomorrow. Tell your friends we'll be here.
Next up on ITV1, you could be winning the best Christmas present ever, a house in Florida. We're live next. Over on ITV2, Trish is having to serve up some truth to her guests, and it's The Practice on ITV3.